Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy A40, and today I will show you a couple of tweaks and tricks that you can do on your device. So, jumping straight to it, we'll start off with pinning windows. And what I mean is when you go into recent apps, like so, and let's say you're showing someone a phone, you can actually pin a window. As you can see, pin this up. So when you tap on it, it gives you a little message, and now the person won't be able to leave this app. So if you want to protect other things on your phone, you can activate it, and to leave it you want to hold the recent apps and the back button together like so, and you can see app unpinned, and now you can leave it. And if you don't see that option when you go into recent apps and tap on the icon, it should be on the bottom, then you will need to activate it in settings. So go into settings, and from there it's biometric and security, and go down into other security settings right here, and it should be right on the bottom. As you can see, pin windows, so you can just flip that on, and then it should be visible when you go into recent, like so. Now the other thing, while we're already at recent apps, is the smart pop-up view. So you can activate a tiny little window. So for instance, you can just tap on it, and then you will have a open in pop-up view. Just tap on it, and from here you can resize it a bit, and you can actually drag it around. It probably would work best with something like, for instance, YouTube. So let's leave it and open in pop-up view. And now you can still use the app while doing other things, and it will be always visible here, as you can see. And you can always interact with it and change whatever you're trying to watch in a tiny little window. You can also make it to go full screen, as so, and leave it by clicking the X that is right here. You can just leave it like so. So that is another thing. Now, next thing I'll show you is the basically a spam protect. So if you go into a dialer app and you go into the settings by tapping on the three little dots here and go into settings, you will have this option. As long as you have a SIM card, you can actually enable it, and it will use basically a database of non-spam numbers basically to block them automatically, so you don't need to block it manually or by adding it. You can just flip that on and it will do it for you all the time whenever some sketchy number is calling. So it's a really handy thing. Now moving on, I will show you the double tap to wake. So assuming you don't want to lift up the phone, you can double tap it, which at the moment is turned off. So what we want to do is go into settings, then go into advanced features. There it is, and from here we're going to go into motion and gestures. So right here, and you should see double tap to wake, which actually is enabled. So it did work. I guess I double tapped it wrong. So that is a fairly nice thing to have. I will say that it probably works better if you have in-display fingerprint instead of the one that is on the back on the A40, but still a nice thing to, let's say, look at the notifications that you got, but without unlocking the device, you can just double tap it to get some notifications that might be on the screen, or check if anything is there. Okay, so moving on, I'm gonna show you last thing would be the adaptive sound, which for me is really nice feature. I really like it. And what it does is basically you create an equalizer based on, let's say, your hearing ability, I guess. It will, let's go there. So it's gonna be in sounds, whatever that is. There it is. Sound and vibration, advanced sound settings, and you have sound quality and effects. So go here, and I have adapt sound. And from here you have the default, under 30, 30 to 60, and 60 and over. and you can also create your own. And what it will do is, I'm not sure if it's gonna allow me. Yeah, I have no headphones. Is there anything I can plug in? Nope. But basically we'll start playing a little sound on each side of the ear, always different pitch and volumes. And all you need to do is just select if you can hear it or not. And it's not like advisably you should pick if you can actually hear it or not. And it will basically make an equalizer based on your hearing and make the sound, in my opinion, a bit better. And I mean, for me, honestly, it's very similar to under 30 years, which would be accurate to my age, with a tiny bit of like a small difference. But you can, for instance, if you play music and you switch between, let's say, like 30 and 60, you will hear a significant difference in like specific sounds. Bass might be a little bit deeper than it should be. It will be like a little bit overblown, to basically accommodate hearing loss with age, I guess. But in any ways, in my opinion, it works like a charm, and for me, I really like the sound signature it gives. Although I don't have a Samsung's phone, so can't really use it. But yeah, that is one of the most favorite things, in my opinion, for Samsung phones. So basically, those will be all the tricks, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.